Bobby.
I kind of want to be Drad Bolson. Because that motherfucker is pretty cool.
I know, right?
With his...
I thought you were going to say Wonder Woman.
No, thank you.
With cleavage.
What are you saying?
Chaps. Okay.
That was a great show last week, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show. Yeah, moving on. So that was really cool. Thank you.
Sorry.
All right. So what else we got?
Well, I think we got, we got Sadie coming up with her little posse of moose and
Should we go to that right now?
Absolutely. Let's do it, man.
You guys, this is really cool. We have somebody from back in the day, prominent reporter back in the Twin Cities. She was featured on Twin Cities at 5 p.m. Mag and won an Emmy for her work on the Melvin Jazz Show. I remember watching with my mom. We loved your segments. So this is quite an honor. I got to tell you, this is for real. You were The Biggest Loser a few years ago, and I don't mean the contestant on the NBC award-winning show. I mean, really, you had a weird life, and you made such a huge comeback, and we're going to talk about that. You had some misfortune, but today you've made such an amazing journey. Tell us about that journey, and tell us about the days on Melvin's show.
Oh, wow. Well, first of all, thank you for having me here. Love your show, you know. I don't know what's happening. It's been a long journey. Well, regarding Melv, I have to tell you, the weirdest thing is what sticks in my mind is sort of craft service. All we had was Shasta and carrots.
Shasta?
I mean, there was a little cheapness happening there.
And do you remember Pop Shop, Shop Pop? When you used to be able to create your own crate of pop, it was Pop Shop.
Wait a second. I thought that was new.
Pop Shop?
Yeah,
no,
I
back
just
in the
saw
day.
that.
No, this is like Shasta. Okay, that's crazy. Keep
Really?
going. Sorry, yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
So that
Carrot sticks and
for some
Shasta.
reason that sort of is what stands out in my experience in that day. But he was a great guy, and it was a good time for me.
Your segments were on household tips and how to fix things up on a shoestring budget. Do you remember when you showed up and you showed us how to build a pool table out of cardboard?
Oh, God, that was one of my best shows, actually.
How did you do that?
No.
That was, I do have to tell you, though, I've always loved pool. And, sometimes you just don't have room for a pool table. But so if you just go ahead and, make one that you can sort of collapse. I don't know why you're laughing. Help me out.
Sorry.
I need some more snail trail for sure.
Oh my God.
Because you're so convincing and you're so like, I mean, I can just remember when you played with your pocket pool, you did a lot of stuff. It's like crazy. All right, go on, keep going.
The thing about the pool table was that it folded up and you could bring it back out, and it was really easy and it was light and it was very inexpensive, which is sort of my motto for everything. You can do everything inexpensively.
Here's the weird thing. Once you were like on a show, you exchanged a certain service when your Maytag man showed up to fix your washing machine.
No.
Listen, I have to tell you, if you can get anything free with a blowjob, you do it.
No, Sadie.
Two sponsors just left the building. Okay. All right. I also wanted to sort of see if you remember this. You explained how to triple the value of a coupon. Brilliant, by the way. Once upon a time, you showed us how to get 56 White Castles for $2. We were in awe.
I do have to say there was a blowjob.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, there was a blowjob involved in that White Castle situation.
Sadie, you should really. All right, so you should really think more of yourself, Sadie.
The coupon had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I guess. Were you there, Moose?
I was.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, he's my right-hand man. He helps me get stuff free.
Oh, jeez.
So based on all of your experience, you wrote a book called Free Shiz. Tell us about that labor of love and how it came to fruition.
Well, actually,
Wait, what's fruition mean?
Sort of how it came to reality.
Did you spell that? Did you mean to like say tuition?
It's a real word.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I'm going to
Fruition.
Google that.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm going to Google that.
Please.
All right, go ahead.
I'm having a
busy.
hot flash. Okay.
I'm busy.
The book.
The book.
Okay, well, the book came out of actually necessity. I came upon hard times and I realized not only having that Jewish chromosome, but wanting to get as much as I can for nothing, which is just, I'm so proud of. And so I just realized if I was in a situation where I wanted to find things that I could get for free, other people would be too, and that's how that book came to be.
Which is
came into fruition.
Fruition. That's easier for you to say. So here's an interesting thing. So you go into a nice restaurant. You have a spiel that you give them. How do you do this? How does this work for you?
You mean when I get free stuff
Yep,
at a restaurant?
absolutely.
Oh,
Yep.
my God. Moose and I are great at it. I mean, he and Bull, those guys really help. They're like my wingmen. They can really, really make it happen. We'll go in and we'll order something and like a drink, let's say, and they'll say, I'll ask for like cherries, but I'll ask for 5 cherries and like a whole bunch of pineapple and maybe some olives. I make a salad with that. Like, that's a whole salad. And you just
I've been with you, Sadie.
You're just getting add-ons
Yeah.
to your drink.
Yeah.
It's a great time to introduce who you're talking about. A couple of your colleagues that were instrumental in the book. We've got Moose Tract and Bull Cy Shapiro.
We
everybody.
don't have a cow. We have a bull.
Oh, no.
Please welcome to the show Moose and Bull, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey,
Glad you
thanks.
guys are
Applause
here.
for 2 people
We're
listening
glad to
at
be
home.
here.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Podgram, and tell us how long you've known Sadie. Let's start with you, my friend.
About 27 years.
I thought you were going to say 27 seconds. 27 years
Yep.
is a lifetime.
It is.
How did you guys meet?
We met at that White Castle, actually. I saw what was going down, and I wanted a piece of that. So
Oh,
Yeah. And-
wow.
And
Good move, Moose.
yeah, it was good to have a wingman in that situation.
Yeah.
Or a breast man.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and bringing in the other partner now, and tell us how you came to know Sadie.
Well, I've known Sadie since my first blowjob from her, and we also met at the White Castle. I happened to have been in the drive-thru. I wasn't really in the physical inside presence of the White Castle. I was actually outside. I'm not sure if that really counts, but I was in the drive-thru, and it was more, I don't know, full service, but outside rather than inside. So I guess Moose and I really met her at the same place, technically.
What's better, a blow pop or a blow job?
Well, I'd say the pop is really effective, and I really enjoy that part of the action.
Does anybody know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
I only know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a penis.
You guys, it's been really fun broadcasting from Alive and Social and Studio C. We'll be next week working at the White Castle.
Yeah, for
When
sure.
you're through the drive-thru, don't forget to mention blow job.
The secret word is
The secret word.
blowjob.
You'll get some free sliders and some French fries.
All right, let's keep
And those
this.
onion chips, they're great.
Well, we're going to try to keep this a little bit on the serious side. You guys, tell us a little bit more, like, give us some incredible spots where you get some free meals, you guys. And how do you pick and choose the destination? Based on what?
I find usually when we go with Sadie and we order salads, if we bring fly jism, it works pretty well for us. They can't identify it. They think it may have come from the kitchen, but they're not really sure. And they're really confused, and they just give us our meal for free. And sometimes they even give us a coupon to come back for the next meal for free, so it's actually a twofer. I don't know. How do you feel? How do you feel about that, Moose? I don't know. What do you bring with you in your secret jar?
God help us.
Moose, is that a Twinkie in your pants, or are you just happy to see Sadie?
I'm happy to see Sadie.
All right, Sadie, let's bring you back in. Tell us, what's been the response to your book? Is your publisher pushing for a series? God
You know
forbid.
what? Actually, it's funny you should say that because they're actually talking to Netflix about, so that people can, purge on the one episode after another. And I think it could happen.
I
So-
thought you said Netflix, and so
Yeah.
I'm glad that you qualified that as Netflix. Okay, so if you had a choice to be a foodie critic or a nut goodie inspector, which do you feel would be more appealing?
Well, I have a lot more experience with being a nut goodie, inspector.
Mooses and bowls.
You guys,
right.
speaking of nut goodies, you know that Pearson Company is local, St. Paul, right?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever traveled before and said, have you ever had a salted nut roll and people are looking at you like, what are you talking about?
Oh, seriously, because they don't they don't know.
They don't
So
know.
local?
It's only made here. You cannot
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
not everywhere. It's crazy.
I
So
didn't realize
when I
that.
go to San Diego to visit, what do you think people are asking for? 3 things I'm going to tell you right now. Nut goodies,
Spam.
not spam, nut goodies,
Mint Golden Light.
not McGolden Light, not so kosher,
Salted Tootsie Rolls.
not that, but they do want old Dutch potato chips and tater top dip, tater top topping, sour cream. 'Cause you
With the
can't-
chives in it?
Yes, with the chives, because you can't find that, again, anywhere outside
Wow.
of Minnesota.
Old Dutch is local. Yeah.
All right, fascinating.
Wow.
Here's one thing that I definitely want to talk about, Costco research, because we're all sort of familiar with when you go to Costco, if you're a Costco member, you can go in there and you can gorge on all of their samples. Would it be safe to say people are more interested in that versus buying 36 Lean Pockets bulk?
Well, I just have to. Well, yes, absolutely. That's an easy one. going to cost like you don't really even have to go out to eat and pay for anything. You can go to all these places where they have the free samples. But the trick about Costco is they end their sampling at 4:00, and you know what happens is they have a lot of extra, and they have to get rid of it all. So, like if you're getting let's say a little something, they'll give you a whole one of whatever the hell it is. So you have a whole meal at the end. So you want to get there. It's a timely fashion. You get it when they're closing up because they just want to get rid of it.
Did you roll in like one of those coolers and rollers?
Oh,
or?
I bring plastic baggies, like big bag. Yeah.
Wow.
She does.
Sure.
Wow. Cool.
We went there. Tell them about when we went there, and they know us by name.
Yeah, they
Yep.
do.
They go like Moose and Sadie.
Yep.
Yo.
That's awesome.
Wow. Cool. I love
Yeah,
that.
and Moose knows everybody there. They know him. They'll give him anything.
Is there kind of like a backstory to this with like meeting the three of you, sort of like a little je ne sais quoi love triangle, or more like a triangle roast for the three of you?
It's more like a sandwich, I think, as Grant alluded to earlier, right?
He loves
Yeah.
a sandwich. Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
loves a sandwich.
Sandwich.
All right, we only have time for a few more questions, so let's just get to the meat of this. If this book gets optioned for a screenplay, who would you like to see play Sadie? We're going to start with you. Who would you like to see play Sadie? Moose, tell us.
Wow. I would say, who's that singer from Hole?
Courtney.
Courtney Love. Yeah.
Ooh, very nice.
Wow.
Bull, who would you like to see play Sadie?
I just imagine it being like Pamela Anderson or something, or Nicole Smith.
Right.
And Nicole Smith.
Yeah, but
Right.
isn't
Interesting.
she
Yeah,
past?
she's not.
Very
Yeah,
past.
that can't happen.
Dirt nap.
Yeah, ooh.
Dirt nap.
That would be
Wow.
expired. She would be expired, on her
Expired.
date.
It probably has to be somebody who's alive.
You know, this is my fetish. I don't know why a bull can't have his own fetishes. Why people are always interfering with him.
You're right.
You
Sorry.
two together would be Bull Schnitzngiggle. You know that. It would be very
Bull
cute.
Schnitzngiggle.
Sadie, who would you like to see play Bull on screen?
Wow. Wow, that's so tough.
I can see why.
I'm trying really hard to come up with it. Dead Air. That's not really good.
I'd say Bruce Willis for sure.
Oh God, yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
Willis, good call.
You,
Yeah,
you nailed it. You nailed it.
I would have Adam Sandler play Moose.
Perfect. All right, Sadie, if you
Nice
could have your own
combination.
reality TV show, what would the premise be? What would be a good show for you?
It would be about people who are dating, but they date more than one person and they all know it. Because then they see how that all
Isn't that called a religion? Mormons?
yeah, no, because that would be great. Because that's a dynamic that a lot of people aren't involved in. So it would be fun to watch that.
They have kids with all of
How
them
do
too. though.
how do you feel about that movie?
That sounds like a great show.
Right.
I would watch that.
right?
I'd like
I
to
think
watch
he's
it.
just happy to be here. Look at him. He's a cute fella, happy to be on the mic.
Can we watch it through the White Castle drive-thru?
Yeah, that's great. Yes.
I heard it's very entertaining, especially there.
yes.
All right, tell us what's next for this trio. Sadie, what's next? What's not? Tell us what's on tap.
Well, we're thinking about another book. We just can't. We write books. That's what we do.
Well, I heard there's rumors about a new play. I heard there's a new play in order, and it's called "There's No Such Thing as a Free Lunch," which is pretty funny. But we assume that's just the humor behind this play. Who's writing this, and when can we expect it to be performed at the Guthrie?
Oh, Bull. He's got it all going on. Why don't you tell him about that, Bull?
About that bull?
No, about our.
No, you're Bull. Tell them about it.
Stage play.
The stage play.
Yep,
the
no
Guthrie.
free lunch.
No free lunch. That's a good one. I don't really have an answer to that right now.
Moose, do you
I
have an
bet
answer?
Cecil's isn't involved.
I have a new game
I think
called
Moose has
Lincoln
an, Moose
Lincoln
has
Dell.
an answer.
There is a free breakfast, though.
Where?
Well, Sadie opened the door to this when she showed me you can go to hotels that have the continental breakfast. They don't know who's staying there,
Awesome.
and so
Oh my gosh.
So you go in there, you grab that USA Today, and you just blend in.
Oh my God. That is
Love it.
fabulous.
We've done that.
Yes.
Wow.
We have done that. And you know
Right
what
by-
else?
right by-
I've come with a pretty big backpack, too. You throw all that fresh fruit right in there, and you're good
It
to
gets
go.
a little embarrassing, but
Yeah. The little cereal boxes, you throw them right in your bag. You got a breakfast for
oh
a
yeah, yep.
couple of weeks.
Guys, great stuff. Thank you so much for being here. We would love for you to stay here and play another game segment later, if that would be okay.
Yep.
Sure.
We'd like to thank you for coming on to discuss your book.
Sounds good.
And we have one free book to give to the entire audience for the first person who texts us at 651-398-7778. You guys, Sadie, Moose and Bull, not to be confused with Bullwinkle and Moose. Big hand for everybody.
Hey, thanks. Thanks,
Yes.
guys.
Becca, back to you, sweetheart.
Okay, so I've got a little game going on with, we're going to include some, everybody's